Yeah, in this video I'm going to be responding to my good brother, Barry Isaacs, who's an admin of my favorite group on Facebook, Predators Perspectives, Discussion and Debate, as he asked why myself or William Vincent wouldn't take on the Israel-only guys. And I just seen this a few minutes ago. He said Robert Statzer must have had some sort of exchange or whatnot, but there's other guys that have put the time in, the study in, on this particular topic, besides Robert, that could speak to this better than myself, and that would be Joe Daniels and Terry Cropper. Those two guys could speak to it better than myself. I have no interest in Israel-onlyism because of the fact that I'm familiar with the basic premise. What I have here is some stuff from years ago. Now, this is their basic premise, but not all of their conclusions. The Israel only. The United States and Britain in Bible prophecy. Herbert Armstrong used to be had the bigger book that he had on that, and of course they don't go in that direction, the Israel only. But that's the basic premise, that Ephraim, the 10 northern tribes, are scattered and assimilated as Gentiles, and he took it further, of course, to say, well, it's Anglo-Saxons. And I have here something from the two-house theology. Two-house theology, which isn't Israel-onlyism, but it's the same basic premise it's not the same as British Israelism, but it's the same basic premise of Israel-onlyism. And this was printed off in 2011. 2011. These series of articles, History and Timeline of Israel and Judah. Who are the Joes? That's on the exile, of course. 2011 again. The two-house reality. The birthright promise in Hebrew Scripture, or the birthright of promise of Hebrew multitudes in Scripture. 2011 again. Yeah, same date probably. And along the line here of the site, the 10 lost tribes of Israel, can DNA confirm Jewish or ancestry, so on and so forth. Two-house theology, defined, defended. The 10 lost tribes of Israel. And so I had this stuff since 2011, 7 years ago, because I had a good friend who believes in this stuff. He's not a full preterist. He doesn't believe in Israel-onlyism, but he believes in this two-house theology. Ephraim is the Gentiles. That's what he believes. So I said I'll take a look at it. We had some studies, disagreement. That's, like I say, 7-8 years ago. So I am familiar with the basic premise, but I am not going to waste my time. I have a moderated debate on YouTube, a live YouTube debate coming up with Stephen Whitsett and David Gates of the Christian Podcasting Network. His program, he offered to host the debate. And so I am preparing for this debate. I had 5 or 6 articles on the go, a couple that were almost complete, but I put everything on hold in preparation for this debate. I'm not going to go in as I usually do off the cuff. I want to be prepared, and so I'm not going to deal with these guys. Barry, I think, was getting to the point that I blocked Michael Bradley because I said he's a smug bastard, and that's what he is. He's a smug bastard. If he was standing in front of me, I would slap the taste out of his mouth. I can't stand these guys. I'm not going to take the time to read their stuff and refute it when other guys have already done so. I concentrate on other areas. But if I did take the time to study Israel-onlyism, their brand of it, which is a hybrid of two-house theology smashed together with AD-70, with full preterism. By the way, there's nothing new about Israel-onlyism. It's been around for decades, centuries. Centuries, the lost tribes have been looked upon as the Gentiles, as the nations. And so this is nothing new under the sun. I'm not wasting my time. I am in dialogue with a couple guys at the moment as we speak. And I'm going to do a video right now on the New Covenant because I was challenged. I said, okay, I'll do a video. Going to Isaiah, going to Jeremiah, and going to Ezekiel, showing all three of those prophets speak of the New Covenant, entailing the nations as well. Jeremiah speaks in Ezekiel of the two houses, Israel and Judah, and then you have a third group, sojourners coming in, Isaiah 61, which is the marriage in the New Zion. Sojourners coming in and partaking of this covenant. So I'll make a video on this, on the New Covenant, since I was just challenged by, who was it here? Evan, I can't even pronounce his last name. But I'll do a quick video on that. But as I said, if I took the time to study this, which I have no interest in doing, but it might have to come to that, because I don't see Joe Daniels, I don't see Terry Cropper in preterist perspectives. I don't see too many people really stepping up, as Barry said. But my concentration again is on the moderated live YouTube feed debate with Stephen Whitsett on the nature of the second coming. So that's what I'm concentrating on. And after that debate, I wanted to finish up some articles and started studying the feasts and resurrection more and things of that nature. But yeah, that's where I'm coming from on this, on the Israel-onlyism. Before most people even heard of it on Facebook here or within preterism, I heard of this years ago, this two-house theology. So when I heard of Israel-onlyism on Facebook, and then when I heard they're just smacking it together, making a hybrid with full preterism, I said, this is nothing new under the sun, except the fact that they're tying it in with full preterism and becoming deists. So that's that, and immediately I'm going to do a video here. What passages are we touching on? We'll start with Isaiah 61, chapter 61, verse 11. Then we're going to go to Jeremiah 33, verse 6 through 9. Then we're going to go to Ezekiel 36, verse 36, and 37, verse 28. Jeremiah 30 through 34 is one section. Ezekiel 36 and 37 is one section. And Isaiah 61 would be 56 to 66 would be one section there, one overall arching section. So let me get that video going here.